Okay. Okay. Hi, sweet please. So I have been working on another video, um, and that is going to come out at the end of this week, um, later than I would have liked to have released the video, admittedly. Um, but, in light of recent events, I thought maybe I would just make this video and put this out now, and then I will go ahead and post the video that I've been working on at the end of the week. I'm not well. Not really. And I'd like to take some time, make a video, and talk about a difficult topic, but it's one that maybe needs to be talked about a little bit. Maybe a little bit for my sake, and maybe it can help some of you. So, I'm still going to keep this as AMR as possible. I'm going to keep my calm and composure. It is a difficult topic to talk about. But I'm not gonna beat around the bush or anything. Like I said, it's maybe something that needs to be talked about, and I'm gonna keep it as ASMR as possible and keep my voice quiet. I'm not gonna do any of the usual ADR overdubbing work that I would normally put into a video. This is just coming directly from my normal VR microphone that I would typically use on a night in VR. So a couple of days ago, a very good friend of mine, someone from the macro furry community, passed away. Her name was Dunk. And they were a beautiful person. They were, strong. They were so strong, and, they had been battling an illness for quite some time, and, yeah. But they were so bright. Just bright. Like a light, you know? Just so brilliant. Just so kind and warm and loving and just so generous with their kindness that it was infectious, and it just came so naturally to them that it really makes you want to be a better person when you talk to them, when you just see how good they are. It makes you want to put that same energy back out to them and to everyone else around you. And he just had that kind of personality, that kind of infectious love and warmth. And it's something that I would love to emulate. And, They were such a good person and so supportive that I know that they would not want me to be sad, or any of us to be sad. So I'm trying very hard. I'm trying very, very hard not to be down, but to use their passing as more motivation to put out even more positivity out there, and more warmth, more kindness. Um, be a light for the both of us, you know? I think that's the best way that I can mourn them. And it's tough. It is tough. And we will get through. And it helps that I am just surrounded by so much love. So much love from so many people. I have such a beautiful family of furries that I belong to. And they mean everything to me. And I'm trying. Sorry. So, what I would like to do is I would like to use this as something of an opportunity to just talk about mourning in general and loss, because there's something, it's something that is so ingrained, so natural to life. But it's also often very much, I think, maybe misconstrued a little bit. And what I mean by that is, I think we in society tend to associate mourning strictly and specifically with losing a person, losing someone that was important to us, something that mattered a lot and gave us a lot of, someone, I guess, that gave us a lot of love and support. And when that's gone, you know, it's natural to feel a hole where that person was, and isn't and won't be anymore, right? And that's normal, of course, natural. But I think there is more to mourning than strictly people, you know? I think it's very possible to mourn things that are not people. And when we feel that kind of loss, I think a lot of people, a lot of us, don't really call it mourning. We don't attribute it to mourning. Sorry. So we don't attribute loss necessarily of things that are not people with mourning, but I think that's a mistake, because I think We can definitely mourn things that are not people in much the same way that we mourn our loved ones. Relationships. If you've been in a long relationship, or maybe it wasn't even necessarily long, but it was a relationship that meant something to you. Um, it was important to you. It was something that gave you comfort and solace. And it's you know when you deal with the fallout of that relationship, um, I think it's very normal, very natural to let me get closer. Let me get a little bit closer. Sorry. There we go. Um, I think we have a tendency to um, not call it mourning when that's what's happening. Um, if you lose something important to you, it can create a hole in your life, a hole in your heart. And that hole, if it's not mourning, I don't know what it is. If it's not that. Um, and so I think, when we are going through that, when we're mourning the loss of something, and we attribute it to mourning, when we call it mourning, I think maybe it helps a little bit, because now the perspective changes and you realize that this is something that is probably going to take time. And everybody mourns differently. Everybody takes the impact of loss very differently. Some people are just stronger than others, I think. And, they handle it in different ways. And that's okay. However you deal with loss is valid, I think. As long as it's not, destructive, self-destructive, or destructive of the people around us, you know. Certainly, mourning can take a very destructive trajectory, let's say. And if you feel like that is the course that you are on, whether it's, you know, self-destructive, or maybe it's taking a toll on the people that you care about, maybe seek help. Maybe seek professional help, or a hotline. In fact, I am going to leave down in the description. I think I'm going to leave a number of links that people can go to for support with grieving and loss, right? Because I think maybe that's important. In my case, the way that I've been dealing with the loss of my friend is spending as much of my time as I can with my friends, the rest of my family, my furry family. And they've just been, their usual beautiful selves, and just, man, it's a wonder what taking solace in surrounding ourselves with the people that matter most to us can do for you. It really is like magic, almost. I'm not gonna say that it's not so much that it's filling the hole per se, but it's a good distraction from that hole, from that loss. and that helps a lot, I think. Um, yeah. So, maybe seek the comfort of your friends and loved ones. I think I'm not saying anything particularly unique with that one, but it helps a lot. At least in my case, it does. Maybe play video games, you know? If you only have a couple of people that you can really depend on emotionally, um, maybe find things to do with them, Go out, maybe. Um, Go out to places that you love. Um, Seek distractions, I guess, is what I'm saying. That helps a lot. Um, I think it's also important to just say that it's going to be okay, right? It is genuinely going to be okay. It's okay. Um, you know, Loss is inevitable. We're all here for a temporary amount of time, and it is that lack of permanence that makes life beautiful. Um, I don't think that it would mean as much if it was permanent, you know? Just wouldn't. It wouldn't feel the same. It needs to be temporary, impermanent. And it can feel like a long time, or it can feel like a short time. Certainly, in many cases, it doesn't feel like it's long enough, you know? But that's what makes life beautiful. And it is going to be okay. Uh, it's going to take time. But it's going to be okay. I promise. It really will be. And it might take a long time for you to feel better. And that's okay. You can't rush it, okay? There is no rush at all. These things just take however long they take. And you shouldn't feel bad about it, and you shouldn't feel like you need to hurry, or, feel your feelings, let it out, however it comes out, and don't bottle it up. That's the worst thing you can do, okay? I know that sometimes there's this impulse to want to be strong, right? For the people around us especially. We don't want to worry our friends and loved ones, or make them feel like, I don't know. You don't want to bring them down, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And that's admirable. And, but it's maybe not the best course of action when you're grieving. If you're just bottling it up, it's gonna come out one way or the other, okay? So just feel the feelings that you're feeling, and trust that your loved ones are going to be there to help lift you back up, okay? And, in my case, in regards to my furry family specifically, a lot of them were also very close with Pi Dunk, with, the friend that I lost. And they're also grieving in their own way, and so there's kind of this collective, how do I put it? Melancholy is the right word, I guess. But the fact that we're all in it together and we're all feeling these feelings together helps, I think, a little bit. Because we all know what we're going through collectively. We all knew how special Pi Dunk was and how bright they were, And so we can kind of commiserate on this shared loss. So, take solace, take comfort in the people that are also feeling loss. That's okay. You should do that. And it's helping them as much as it's helping you, I promise. And you should know that you are loved, okay? And as painful as loss is, and as hard as the grieving process is, the people around you will feel doubly as hard, doubly as worse off without you, okay? So, keep that in mind if you start idealizing self-harm at all. I've seen that once already in the ASMR community, with Rally, and it just compounds the hurt that people are already feeling at one loss, and as hard as it is, and as much as you might think like you can't handle it, you are stronger than you realize. I promise you that. You might find a depth of strength, a depth of power to yourself that you never knew existed if you just stay. Okay? Just stay. Okay? Stick it out. It's worth it. I promise. Okay? I'm certainly not going anywhere. You don't have to worry about that. I will still be here, making videos, and bringing you guys comfort every week or every couple of weeks, more or less. I know that the timetable of me putting out these videos has gone to roughly 10 to 14 days apart from each other. I'm trying to give you guys quality over quantity, and still also keep up with putting out Patreon videos at a regular pace, which you might have noticed I did not put at the beginning of this video, because it just doesn't feel right to do so. So there's no, Patreon advertisement or nothing like that on this one. Like I said, this is as much for me as it is for you to just kind of get my thoughts out there, let you guys know where I am, how I'm feeling, because it's been 2 weeks since I made a video, and might be a couple more days before I can get another video out there, and it's simply because I don't feel good. Not completely, but I will be. And I love you guys. I really do. I say that at the beginning of all of my videos. I say it in a lot of my videos, and just in general, and it's because I mean it. I feel it in my heart. Um, you guys have given me so much. It's undescribable, and making videos is... Oh, I love it. I really do. It's just so empowering and cathartic, and I know it seems to do a lot for you guys, which just encourages me like you have no idea. It just lights a fire under me. It makes me so motivated to keep going and trying to make new videos, come up with new ideas, and give you guys some old favorites, and I don't know. I feel like I'm improving a lot, and that has everything to do with you guys. Just being behind me 100%. You're so beautiful. You really are. You have no idea. And I love you. And I care about you a lot. And I'm going to be okay. And it's going to be okay for you guys as well, okay? If you're ever dealing with loss, you can always come back to this video and remember that it is going to be okay. I know loss is difficult, and it's going to happen, many times in our lifetime if we're lucky. As strange as that sounds, we are very blessed and very lucky to be here every day. And the people that we leave behind, the people that don't stay with us through the course of our lives, wouldn't want us to feel bad forever. They would want us to be happy and healthy and to get over it as quickly as possible. I mean, think about how heartbreaking it would be for you if you somehow were conscious and aware of the fact that the people that you care so deeply about were so badly off without you. It would just break your heart, right? I certainly wouldn't want that. It would be the last thing that I would want. And so, in a way, I owe it to Pi Dunk, and we owe it to the people that we care about to just be that much stronger, that much brighter, to burn that much hotter and warmer for the people around us, day in and day out, It doesn't begin and end with the grieving process. You have to carry them in your heart forever and continue their legacy any way that you can, So yeah. So I just wanted to get my thoughts out, I guess, and let you guys know where I'm at, like I said. So anyway, that's where I'm at, that's how I'm feeling, and I love you guys immeasurably, and like I said, I'll have another video for you on Friday, probably, or Saturday at the latest. And on that note, one last thing that I should mention, I am going to be at a convention. I am going to be at BLFC, which is a furry convention in Reno, next week, starting on the 14th, and I should be back around the 19th, so I won't be putting anything out for sure during that week, and I may not get anything out, the week after either, as I'm trying to settle in and, recover from post-con. I don't really get post-con depression, but, that my energy is definitely not going to be where I would like it to be making content, I think, or, ASMR videos, or roleplay videos, or anything like that. So if you don't hear from me in the next couple of weeks, that's where I'm going to be, and that's why. So anyway, and if you're going to BLFC, and you spot me, feel free to approach me. I would love to see any of you guys that are going to be there. I know it's not a con that many people go to. It just happens to be the con that all of my furry family tend to go to every year. So either way, I love you guys, and that's where I'm going to end this. So be strong, okay? I love you. I really do.